And as you may know, I haven't been here for a couple of weeks, and that was because I was helping out with the Vaisakha celebration over in Melbourne, and also followed by a retreat over in the retreat centre over in Melbourne. It's called Sanctuary of Stillness, that's its name. We called our retreat centre what do we call it? Jhana Grove. The reason we call it Jhana Grove because jhana means stillness. It's his Pali name. And I've been trying to spend many years emphasizing that the real translation of jhana is not concentration, it's of stillness. Imagine your body and mind being almost perfectly still. And that's fantastic. And that's why also over in Melbourne, outside of Melbourne, we called the meditation centre there the Sanctuary of Stillness. We kept it in English. The sanctuary being like a refuge, like a holy place where we practice that stillness. And it's also in a nice location over there last week, 8 days ago. It snowed there, real snow. And I haven't seen snow for years. And so, especially in the middle of the retreat centre, there was a beautiful stupa, the same as the two stupas which we have at Bodhinyana Monastery, with stone from Borobudur in Java. And it was so beautiful in the morning. There was many lights focused on the stupa, and they're reflecting off the falling snowflakes, which were many. And I must admit that was one of the most beautiful scenes I've managed to look on for many years. The snow falling on the beautiful stupa. So anyway, that if I disappear for a few days, it's not that I'm abandoning anybody, I'm going on some sort of holiday. I'm their spiritual patron over there, been so for many years. So I want to look after them as well. So you can't look after everything, but nevertheless, I wish you all happiness and well-being on last Wesak, the last full moon. And now I'm back here for a long time to serve and help the people here. So I split myself up. And it also means you can be exposed to other teachers, not just me. And you can see how they do when they come up here to teach the meditation and also teach the Dhamma. It broadens your understanding of Dhamma and practice. Excellent. So, we can now start with some meditation if you would like. So, remember what stillness means in the front there. So you've got to be totally still. You can't have more cushions than I have. But honestly, I like sort of teaching children as well as adults. One of the things which I love doing came from many years ago when I was visiting Singapore. It was during the Wesak time, and the kindergarten invited me to explain what Wesak was to the children. And how I explained it was they had a big Buddha statue. You see the Buddha statue behind me? See if you can sit like that. Can you do that, Jeffrey? See the big Buddha statue behind me? Sit as peaceful as that. See, you can do it. Well done. You can put one cushion underneath you to make it more comfortable. but you don't need to put too many there. And when I started talking to people, just can you please remember the qualities of a Buddha? Peace, nothing to do, kindness, stillness, and just start by reflecting on what those qualities mean, and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, reflect on how the Buddha would sit under the Bodhi tree at Vesak in India 25.5 centuries ago. Just imagine that. Even fantasize about it. What it would be like in those days. You had no iPhones, no clocks. You were totally free. Free just to be. You made yourself comfortable. The story of Vesak then was the Buddha found this beautiful place, and that morning he had his meal given by this lady Sujata, who had made a meal fit for a heavenly being. And instead she gave it to the Buddha. It was not ordinary food. It was very nutritious, delicious food. It's well fed, fit, healthy, no diseases. Just like each one of you, sitting here, not requiring anything in the whole world. To get into deep meditation, you don't have to spend money. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to buy a ticket. You don't have to worry about anything. It's a place where you have no worries. You just sit quietly and don't want anything in the whole world. Just to be here, to be free. Imagine what the Buddha would feel. His body was comfortable. Had nothing he needed to do. He let all his worries and concerns totally disappear. And that's what I invite each one of you now. Only for half an hour. Like you have no wives, no husbands, no kids, no parents, no jobs to worry about. Put all of that outside of the hall with your shoes, sandals. And of course, please turn off all the mobile phones. You're just free. Free from everything. And this is one of the safest places you could ever be. Inside this hall. Nothing to do. No danger. And just enjoy this half an hour of freedom. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. It's like you've arrived. Imagine you've arrived at your destination. Because you've arrived at your destination, you can relax. Not just ordinary relax, but to relax to the max. If you find any tightness or tension in your body, just focus on it and relax it. How do you relax muscles in the body? By being kind to them, expanding. I always find if I try and contract any ache or pain, it gets worse. When I open it out, relax it, give it kindness, let it be, it starts to disappear. Find the muscles ease off and are allowed to expand. If I need to move anything in my body, which I feel now, my right leg should be just moved slightly, so it rests on the cushion. Feel so much more at ease. Try to make it so there's no pressure at all anywhere on my body. My legs, my butt. I always feel that pressure on my butt. The weight of my body is being transferred from my body through the buttocks onto the cushion. There's some tension there, but I know because it's balanced and I don't move, that soon vanishes. I've learned the nature of my brain. It only perceives things which the brain feels is dangerous, that I need to be more aware of. Something like the feeling in my buttocks. They don't change and they're not dangerous. And after a few minutes I can't even feel that sensation anymore. It's still there, but it's not important. It's let go of. One of the ways of letting go is to realize it's not important. And I can let go of the feelings in my head. They're not very strong, but I make sure that my head is well balanced on the neck. If ever I feel sleepy, I try and move my head slightly backwards so it doesn't slump forward. That makes it balanced and more alive. I usually am aware of the posture and relax it at the beginning of the meditation, to the point where I can let my body totally go. By letting it go means it's well balanced, it's comfortable, and I know I don't need to worry about it for the rest of the meditation. That feels good. It's like freedom from the aches and pains and the duties to my own body. That feels better than good. Actually, I've often noticed this for many years now. It feels pleasant, really pleasant. I enjoy the relaxation in my body. It's a pleasure. Because it's a pleasure, I relax even more. And I start off my meditation in a state of physical ease, happiness. And this is only the start of the happinesses which come from meditation. I don't reject them. I know that that's the sign of relaxation, first of all in the body, and soon in the mind. And I relax myself enough to be kind to all of my past, and be kind to my projections for the future. The first thing to let go of time is kindness. And that allows me to be kind to this present moment. now. That spot right in the middle of time. And as I've explained before, when I think of the past, I only choose how to look at the past. It's always through a filter. And when I imagine the future, it's kind of, I forget that now is where my future is being made. If I really care about the future, I need to care about this moment now, the place where the future is being constructed. And it justifies, makes the argument, it's okay to stay in this moment. And I've done that for so many years now. I've discovered that when I do this, past and future is safe. And it's also so much more peaceful, not having to worry about past or future. I've let go of something. Time. One of the last things which I let go of in this preliminary part of meditation is all these words. I stop describing things in words. Or instead I feel the peace. I have an emotional description of my meditation. Peaceful, beautiful, gentle, kind. And that's so attractive. I don't need to say anything more. I will now be quiet until I ring the gong at the end of the meditation. We are coming close to the end of the meditation in a couple of minutes' time. How do you feel right now? What is it like at the end of a meditation? How peaceful are you? How still is your mind? Your body is still. Is the mind also still? If you let it be still, it will be. Excellent.